The decision by the two principals to urge Higher Education Minister William Ruto out of the cabinet until the fraud charges he faces are hard and determined has introduced a new twist to the 2012 presidential race. Ruto is alleged to have received some 96 million shillings through the sale of a piece of land belonging to the Ministry of Environment in Ngong Forest to the Kenya Pipeline Company.
There is a propensity to try and get rid of me. I don't know why.
Analysts are of the view that instead of confronting his political enemies, Ruto must focus all his energies on clearing his name before the court of law.
If he loses that case, then that might as well be the kiss of death to his political career for the time being.
With the 2012 general election less than 2 years away, legal practitioners say time is of essence if Ruto's political ambitions are to remain on course.
If he has something to fear, then you would expect that the case is going to drag, that his lawyers will try to delay the day of reckoning. So in some ways, the speed at which this trial is going to move does also lie a lot in his hands.
The new constitution has a chapter on leadership and integrity, and should Ruto be convicted of fraud charges he faces, analysts say his presidential ambitions could be in jeopardy, and any political alliances he forms would have to get rid of negative campaigns and perception.
It might affect him politically in the sense that, for instance, if you are running for national office, people will, of course, take into a lot of consideration the fact that you're facing criminal charges. But it doesn't disqualify him. It does not disqualify him from defending his parliamentary seat. It does not disqualify him, should he wish, to run for governor or to run for Senate or even to run for the presidency.
Ruto's suspension is, according to political observers, a win for Prime Minister Raila Odinga, whose previous attempt to kick out his political confidant turned rival was blocked by President Kibaki.
And he has been a thorn in the Prime Minister's flesh. So, to the extent that there's been need to tame his political nemesis, it is victory for Raila. But it's also a lose situation in the context that he's going to be seen as one who has sacrificed one of his most resilient and salient lieutenants in the lead-up to the 2007 elections.
Ruto is reputed with conducting his ministerial duties with vigor and energy, and as he stands trial, the Eldoret North MP will have to focus that same energy in mounting a defense against his case if he hopes to fly the ministerial flag in the coalition government again. Another minister facing potentially similar situation as Ruto is Foreign Affairs Minister Moses Wetangula, who has been indicted by a parliamentary committee report over the purchase of property in the Kenyan mission in Japan. Francis Gachuri, Citizen Live at 9.